Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg.
Well, you got to turn your volume off, sir.
I know, and welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth
Oh,
and
he's
Greg.
preaching.
I am Greg, and that is Beth.
Hola.
How are you guys? How are you doing? How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing swimmingly.
Swimmingly. Is that really an answer?
It's a word.
What does that even mean?
I think it means you're
Staying
swimming
afloat?
through, like, yeah, you're staying afloat.
Staying afloat amongst all the muck.
The muck and the mire. Marines, you're first.
Hello, friend.
How are you?
You ain't first, you're
You doing good,
last.
though? You got beers right there. Grab a beer.
Yeah, my finger's still fucked, but
Well, you know,
lasted about a minute.
you're talking to somebody out there. It's called Marine's Blood. That's his chosen
Call
YouTube name.
YouTube call name.
He's gonna be like,
So here's what's crazy is the bruise literally goes all the way to the middle knuckle now. And I'm getting a bruise on this side of it as well.
can you do this?
Well, I was telling Chris, I go, the only thing that would have been more fun is if it was my middle finger, so I could be like, look, I hurt myself. Like a retarded person. Not know I'm not supposed to do this finger.
So, you guys, if you weren't watching on Wednesday, Beth
Hey, Billy.
bumped her finger with
Tyler.
some weights. She pinched her. She
Smushed
pinched it, and it was a good.
Yeah.
It
and
looks like
she's
a
still,
pea.
she's still a little swollen, but not as bad.
Yeah, it was good. Tyler. Hey, Tyler, I just emailed you a couple minutes ago. Go out and check your email if you don't mind. Bill, what's
Did he
happening?
get his shit?
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Oh.
it came back.
Oh, it
so
did?
because
Why?
I don't know how to write BC.
Oh, it was an error on your part.
addresses, evidently. And just go check it out for me if you don't mind.
Have him send it to you the way it's supposed to be written on the envelope. Let's
yeah.
just get that
So
out of the
just
way.
do that, and you'll get your swag pretty soon, dude. I'll send it again. I don't mind. It's
Oh,
totally
Marine said he just happened to see a start. He doesn't remember our. Can't you sign
so
up for
it's Wednesdays.
Lucy? We have extra people in the room with us today.
Extra fur babies. We're trying something new, but we've got Henry over here, who is the puppy who likes to harass Lucy,
Henry, leave her
who's
be.
the older dog, female. And then we got Mick over here,
Who doesn't give two
doesn't
shits
give
about
a
what's
shit
going
about
on.
anybody.
He's like, I got to cheat.
and he's going completely blind. So
I see
or
you,
nearly
pretty girl.
blind.
I see you.
Yeah. So
I see you.
if you hear some dogs barking,
Or
we're trying
ripping
something
somebody's
new.
head off.
We're trying something.
Okay, go on, Lucy. She's not doing the hello.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be Adele for a
we're
minute.
Done with that. Do us a favor. Go out. Check The Bar is Open out on Instagram if you don't mind. Also,
Thumbs up us if you haven't already tonight.
yeah, on this show, right?
And go to all messages, not top messages, on the chat filter.
That's in
the
the little
hamburger.
hamburger thing.
The
that we
hamburglar.
like to call that.
Oh, so hold on.
Okay. Oh, cheers. We got to do a proper cheers. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
It's Friday night. You made
Cheers.
it through another fucking week.
Cheers. I don't know how I made it through this week.
I know. So wrong.
Yesterday was a pretty crazy busy day, though.
Fuck off.
I left the house at 11 and didn't get home till 5:30. I don't work anymore. Lucy, go. She's so cute, but stop annoying me.
Yeah, I know.
She's very
So your
incessant.
work week was real hard.
My work week was so hard. I read a book. I read a full book on Monday, like from page 1 to the last page of the book. I was like, this is what retirement is supposed to be like. Not running fucking errands,
I hate you.
going to the gym. No, I went to the gym 4 times this week.
Nice. To
Well,
the physical
I went-
gym.
I
No,
went
you went
Monday,
3.
Wednesday, Friday to the gym, and Tuesday I
You went
did
for a
cardio
good
outside.
walk.
Thank goodness I did it before this humidity set in.
Texas getting heated. Texas is heating up. It's
Getting
starting
a
to heat
little
up.
humid.
Starting to heat up. But yeah, dude, like my week was a nightmare.
Marine said, "My brain is so fried. You could probably remind me your time, and I'll likely forget in about a minute." I hear
right.
you.
So if you follow The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg out on Instagram or Facebook, you can follow them both places. I try and do it 2 hours before the show. And I do it so like on Fridays, you'll get a notice, and you got to do the reminder. Like you have to subscribe to the page and do like the notifications. I do that on Instagram and Facebook. So Wednesdays is 8:00.
Ooh, that made my earring.
And I post something out on Facebook and Instagram at 6:00, right around there. And then on Fridays, it's 5:00.
So the shirt's kind of funny.
And it gives you a little glimpse of what we're going to talk about tonight, too. Just it gives you the title for the
Little baby
show and a little image of what we're going to get into. So what you're talking about with your shirt? That shirt's beautiful. I like that shirt.
Same? Is it like my version of the fluffy pirate shirt? It's so fluffy.
No. I really do like that shirt.
You do?
Just got it. Yeah. I like that a lot. It's cool.
Thanks. Trying to put some girly shit in my wardrobe versus just t-shirts.
You need to go through and get rid of all the USA stuff.
Yeah. And then give it to Goodwill.
I was talking to people. So, all right, when you work for a big ass corporation like ours, the firm,
Like yours.
like mine.
I guess it still is mine since I'm a golden eagle.
Yeah. We definitely didn't wear our gear out
No.
anywhere
No.
outside of the like we did not go to the bar
Well, you
wearing that.
aren't supposed to.
Well, yeah, but we got wise to it. Like,
Pretty early on.
or you turned it inside out, or you put a piece of tape over
Or a
it,
jacket.
or a jacket or something like that.
We're in a parka when it's
And
75
even to
degrees
the
in
point
Phoenix.
where we took it so seriously that I had a friend that I mentioned that you got to get rid of all your gear to.
Mhm.
And he's like, yeah, I used to cut out all the labels.
What for?
I don't know. I'm like, just donate that shit. It's all going to be in
Yeah.
Haiti in like a week
Well,
anyway.
I'm going to donate it to Goodwill. And if somebody wants to wear a USAA shirt,
Yeah.
power to you.
Exactly. Like, they're great golf shirts.
They are
They're, like,
really good golf
perfect
shirts.
golf shirts.
And some of them are even like that moisture wicking.
Mm-hmm. Like Nike.
Like I feel like I should keep those because, like, what if I go
Why?
play golf?
No,
not
You're
gonna
never
happen.
going to do that.
No, I got
No.
rid of my clubs.
Get rid
so.
of all of it.
You know how many coat hangers I would get back?
I know. That's what I'm
We
saying.
would not have a coat
So
hanger shortage anymore.
I don't know how your guys' company, but we get like 1 or 2 a year generally. And when you work there for 20 to 25.
I probably have 15 of them.
And these are the ones after.
And these are the ones I've after I've already gotten rid of, like the older ones that the name
Yeah.
of the department no longer even exists.
Yep. I have one that I wear because it's just black.
Yeah.
And the department doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But I like it because it's
It's
black.
just black.
Fucking fun shit. All right. Off on that. Go out, like, subscribe, do all those things. Go out to Fox News Maine. Follow Eric Tanzi. He's got his new book coming out, Pig Latin. You gotta support him on that. Go follow him on iTunes and Spotify. You can also follow him on what the hell is his kids, not just his kids, but
Who?
his
I was
Eric Tanzi. Why is Meta?
The skateboard shit?
Yeah, you can follow August Tanzi and all of his kids, but the
Henry, where you
Tanzi
going?
family, Tanzi fam, I think it is, and they share all of their kids' skateboarding shit, dude. And those kids,
We're getting good.
especially the oldest,
Yeah.
Duke, I swear to God, he's like 11,
Yeah.
and he's a better skater now than what I was when I was like 18, 19.
Well,
Like,
he
and I
does
was-
it. He's homeschooled, so he gets a lot of.
But I was pretty fucking good.
Toot your own horn, babes. I'm kidding.
I mean, it's just like, like
yeah.
I had some really good friends, and I skated in Boston, and I skated a lot of places.
Yeah.
But this kid's throwing down shit that you're like,
Well, he started when he was like 5 or 6, right?
And-
So he's done it for half of his life.
and on
literally.
top of that, there's
So
skate
he's
parks
just going to get better and better.
everywhere.
Oh,
now.
so this new way I'm going
We
out
didn't
of
have
the
skate
gym.
parks anymore.
The new way I'm going out of the gym, so I don't have to like try to cross
Skate park
Bandera.
right down the road.
Skate park,
Mhm.
skate park, and it was
Right next to-
packed
right
yesterday.
next
I
to
was
you,
like,
yeah.
"Are you guys supposed to be in school?"
Yeah, I know. I've seen that skate park.
It's pretty nice.
They're
it's
everywhere,
big.
dude.
It's like 3 or 4 different drop-ins.
No, they're in San Antonio. They're way bigger. All over the country, they're huge ones.
Really?
It's amazing. So go follow Tansy Fam on Instagram as well, just to follow them, support them, because they've got like 5, 6, 7,000, something like that followers out there. And then, like I said, follow Eric Tansy. He's dropping some fun.
Maureen said
videos.
it looks like the Hurricane Helen documentary is being released this Sunday.
Yeah. That's another thing. So I know is Will Creon here yet? Nope,
No, not yet.
maybe not. But Will worked, or he went out there. I don't know if they worked on the documentary specifically, but I know he went out there to do a lot of work.
Well,
on that.
but I think that's what they're calling the videos he took and threw together is a documentary.
Oh, no, it's not just that. No, this is the big one that Eric worked on.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is a little bit different. So, but nonetheless, go out there, like, subscribe. You know what? And I was thinking about this right before I came on. If you guys have donations or things like that, because one of Beth's Feel Good tonight, we'll get to that later on in the show, is about Hurricane. I think it's about Hurricane Helene, right?
Yeah. Helen, whatever, however you say that damn name.
And if you have shirts or if you have links and stuff you want us to share, shoot them to me. You can shoot them to me at I'll put it in the chat right now. The bar is open media at Gmail. You can send me a link to that. I'll link it out there. And if I can, I'll go out and grab, if you have a shirt or something like that. Like I've worn this shirt for a long time. It's a charity shirt. I'll donate $20, whatever. And I'll wear it on the show and then we'll talk about it. So if you got something like that you're interested in doing, just let us know.
So that one that We Review Dogs that does their weekly review, I found out today they do have shirts and all that money goes
straight to
different like dogs that need like the one that they talked
surgery
about.
or
Yeah,
something like
exactly.
that. Yeah, absolutely. So go out there, like, subscribe, and Tyler, if you want to respond back to me, that's the email as well. All right, let's jump into some news. Not really news. It's fuck this. You know what?
Bill said they have a new skate park in Des Moines. They do the Do Tour there the last couple of years.
Nice. First things first, we're not going to do the news yet. We're going to talk shit.
We're going to talk shit?
I'm going to talk shit.
Okay.
Because before we get into our stories, I'm going to pour some whiskey.
Okay.
Bang. It's
What was
okay,
that?
Mick. It's a can of beer.
Oh, you scared the pup.
I know.
You scared the jumpy pup.
Is that
I want
enough
like
ice?
4.
Remember,
no,
these are the big ones.
One more. I do 4 or 5.
These are the big glasses.
Oh yeah, don't pour as much as you did last time.
Last time I didn't put ice in first.
Dude, I was so hungover the next day.
No. So you know how I have this other
Taylor?
I can't grab it from here. I got the Weller right here.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's all expensive.
Not that expensive.
All right, we'll get up in there.
I don't even have to go on the tip of my toes.
You're lucky.
You're the same as me. Why do you have to go on the tip of your toes?
Because you got longer legs.
Oh.
And then, yeah,
Oh,
you can
geez,
do that.
Louise.
And
I
then,
almost died.
Tyler, you can send that to me. And then I'll send you my phone number as well. But no. Oh, this is one pour, bro. That's one pour. Which one? You want the other one, huh?
No, I'll take that one.
You want
Why
that
don't you
one or
drink
that one?
Why don't you drink that one?
What? A Traveler? I'll drink
Yeah.
a Traveler. We gotta
That is not one pour.
we gotta up our game over here.
Yeah, we're running
We
a
just
little
did
low.
our taxes. Do you know if you do whiskey reviews?
Anything you do as part of a business, you can write off.
Right off?
This shirt's gonna be a write off for. Okay, that's enough. This shirt's gonna be a write off.
Fuck yeah.
Plus the other 2 I got.
Write
3
it
I got.
off.
Oh, this is a baby pour.
But you got to do a
It's so
review
cute.
on.
It's
do a
so
review.
cute. No, I just
You're
have
not
to wear
it's
it.
not dollar for dollar.
I don't have to do a review of the shirt. I just have to wear it and say
No,
it's
so you know how I'm running on
costume.
the backup laptop now, which was our primary laptop that we ran the
For years.
podcast for years on. But I got the other laptop because I was like, oh, I want the best fucking laptop I can fucking get, right? Costs a lot of money. It was like, it's got all the stuff and it's got all the things. Well, I got a notice today this was at well, their update note.
So
in
we
here.
have some, Bill, but
What's that?
he said y'all need an ice ball press
We've
for
tried
whiskey.
it, dude.
We have them. You have to put them together, and
It sucks.
they like
They leak everywhere.
Yeah.
And you end up with these like wonky,
which is
ice
still
balls.
fine, but
Ice is ice, dude.
yeah.
Keep in mind, you know how we run this fucking shit show around here.
I mean,
We
I almost feel like that's too fancy for us.
No, it's about timing.
I do that
planning.
at the bars. I let the fancy bars. So when we got drinks at the Pearl at the
Where
Ella,
it's
what's
like
the
what's
the bar? Hotel Emma bar?
The Hotel Emma bar.
Henry, leave your brother alone. He's gonna chew your face off.
Anyway, this is what they said.
Okay.
The Dell technician has diagnosed your system. The recommended repairs are not covered by your warranty. I bought that fucking laptop in November.
Keep going. Keep going.
We'll contact you in the next 4 working hours to discuss your options. That's between 10. So our working hours are between 10 and 6. This was at 2:50.
So they couldn't have called 4 hours later. They were closed.
No. I didn't. I mean, I can.
No, but they were closed by then. If they closed at 6, 4 hours later, it would have been 5:58.
Yeah, there's definitely no phone calls out here. But if they called during the show, we will have a conversation.
Well, they're
live on air.
closed.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Unless it was East Coast 6 p.m. I mean, West Coast 6 p.m.
It's shipped to Houston. But I'm like,
How is it not covered?
it's a brand
It's 8
new
months old.
lap. No,
December, January,
it's
February,
6
March,
months old.
April. It's not even. It's 5 months old. How's it not covered by warranty? Because that laptop is treated better than Yes.
Yeah. Like this
I would
laptop
raise
is fucking
I would raise a
5
stink.
years old.
I would be like, I need you to prove to me that it's not covered under warranty. How could something go wrong internally that's not covered under warranty?
You guys, who does this for a living?
You get me on that phone. I'm available.
I am not a technical person, quite honestly.
Get Ian on the phone call with you when you do it.
Yeah. I think
Or your
I need to-
nephew.
Yeah. And be like, what in the actual
Why the fuck is it so hot up here?
Are you, hey,
No. You don't get to bark because you
one
want
of the
something-
dogs stole the other dog's toys.
No,
and-
Mick has had that toy. Oh no, he did. That
Hey, quit chewing on the set, you dick. Just chewing on wood. This is the risk we were willing to take tonight. Anyway,
it's so fucking
you know,
hot.
it's just one of those things that you have to go, meh. I'm just wondering, it's going to be another $1,000 to fix like a motherboard.
No, you better fight that.
Oh, I would.
You better fight that.
But they
like,
got my fucking laptop.
You better fight like they're trying to take your 18-year-old adopted daughter away
But what do I do?
from Sweden.
Sweden.
Like you'd fight for her. You better fight
But
for
what
this
if
laptop.
she was a stepdaughter?
No, I said adopted because you remember we could adopt an 18-year-old. You know, let them take that 18-year-old from you when you just got her 5 months ago.
I mean, it sounds weird, but no, I'll fight tooth and nail. Like my 18-year-old, she's got to raise these dogs.
It'll be interesting to see what
Pulling some, what's that fucking director's name? Woody Harrelson? No, not
No.
Woody. He's the good one. Woody.
Yeah, the
one that
redheaded
married
guy,
fucking
his stepdaughter
Sun Yi or whatever.
or his adopted daughter.
Yeah.
So weird. But at least she was in her 20s.
No, they've been together for years. She's
Well,
like 50 at this point, so fuck, I don't know.
I mean,
They found
I guess-
LimeWire on Greg's new video. I don't even know what LimeWire is.
what is that, Billy?
I've
Billy,
heard
Billy?
of it, but I don't know what it is.
Should I
is
ask
that like
Siri?
a porn thing?
Should I ask Siri or will I immediately get shut down?
I literally don't do anything on these laptops because I'm always so worried about anything.
Infections, not infections, viruses.
on my laptops. I will literally look at porn on my phone. Like that's the only place I look at porn.
Me too.
And I go to
'Cause it's a
DuckDuckGo.
my iPad's too big.
Woody Allen, yes. I just don't fuck with my laptops. The only thing that's on this laptop is Adobe, like you can it's Zoom, Adobe
I would
Audition,
I'd love to see what they say.
Microsoft Teams, ATEM software,
And then when they're on the phone, you need to Google.
OBS,
You need to Google what they
email,
say.
and that,
Stop
like,
talking.
That's
You
it.
need to Google what they say is broken and Google how does this break in your laptop. So it'll tell you the only way you can be like, oh, it's funny because Google or IA says that can only be broken by a bad fuse or whatever.
Right. I don't know. All right, let's get into some fucking stories. We got some fun fucking stories tonight.
Yeah.
Put your headphones on. This first one, well, I guess the first one is your story,
Which one?
which we really don't. There's really not an audio to it.
Oh, my.
Yeah. the
Roger
title
Rabbit.
story.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I mean, okay. You're having a fight, right? With your
So-
significant other.
Yeah. But keep in mind, you're in China in this.
How bad of a fight does it have to be for you to need to immediately leave any way possible?
And what she's saying is like immediately extricate yourself from the situation. Because tell a little bit of the
So
story.
the title is Lose in an Argument or Jump Out a Window. Boyfriend chooses option B. So we'll play the video here in a second, but a man in China was watched way too many
Marines, yes.
cartoons because he took the short exit of what looked like an argument, throwing himself through a window in a wild clip.
Wait till you see this. I was so hoping
The
it
incident
was
went
much higher.
down in Yuhua, whatever district
Fucking China.
of Qingxi City, Hunan Province, early this month, with cameras capturing a man and a woman who look like they're having a heated discussion. There's no audio, so you can't really tell what they're talking about. But clearly, this dude thinks better of continuing their, I don't know how to say that,
Relationship.
tete-a-tete.
What?
T-E-T-E-A-T-E. Tata.
Ta-ta.
I don't know. What is
Ta-ta. I think that's kind of like relationship.
No, that's continuing their fight.
Whatever.
And hurls
Ta-ta,
himself
ta-ta.
into the window. These guys will tell us how to say it and what it means.
That's
He doesn't do any damage on first try. She tries to stop him, but then she doesn't succeed, and eventually he gets out the window.
right, let's
I
watch
have
this
video that captures it from
Yeah.
one side and outside.
So this is one of those ones where you're like, how bad?
And how light must he
no,
be?
how crazy is this bitch?
I
you
think
can't just.
I think he's drunk.
No. All right. So I remember a video of Rob Deerdeck from Ridiculousness
Okay.
talking to, I don't remember, it was the black dude who used to be on the show. And he goes,
Big Rob?
no,
Big,
no,
Big Black.
It wasn't Big Black. It was the other guy that does his like DJ
His
shit.
cousin.
I think it was him. And he goes, there is literally a way to walk through a plate glass window. If you hit your head, the crown of your head and your knee at the exact same time.
Now, that's a lot of planning.
But no, you just walk with intention and you just walk through and you continue walking through.
Well, he didn't have any intention.
Because it's literally, if you watch the video, he hits his head and he hits his knee at
Play
the
it.
same time.
But
Watch this.
you don't need no technical.
I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Hang on a second. All right, let's restart that.
Yeah, restart it.
one
Because
more
I
time.
think the can't you just move that button right there?
Because you will see him hit the window.
Oh,
Doesn't
motherfucker.
work. But watch. Now he's going to jump. Knee and head. Knee and head.
He's still a fucking idiot. You know why?
And she
I'll show
goes,
you why he's an idiot.
knee and head. Same time.
She tried so hard to be like, stop it. You know, she's like doing the Asian version of Billy, you're so stupid.
Watch. Oh, I was so hoping that he jumped off like a third.
No, but here's the thing. There's an open door right by the window he jumped out.
Yeah. That is one of the most important parts of this.
I mean, that's why I think he was
I
wasted.
noticed that afterwards. Will they go drink all that Sujoy, like the fucking
Sake? That's
sake, but
Japanese,
it's like some other type of beer or liquor.
He lost his shoe jumping out the window, and he lost his shoe landing on the
Watch,
outside of the
he's
window.
gonna get up. See his shoes right there to
Well,
the
you got to
right.
go back because the first one fell off inside.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
All right, let's
So
go back.
go right. Nope. Keep going right there.
All right.
There's a
Just
shoe.
leaves his shoe behind. Because they wear fucking
So then
flip
he wears.
flops.
No, he had tennis shoes. I just don't think they're tight. So then he
I
loses
think
this
they wear
other
flip
shoe.
flops or slippers.
He
or
lost this other shoe, and he went
he
to
tries to
grab
get
it,
it,
and he was
and
like,
he's like,
"Ah, fuck
fuck
it.
it.
I don't need that. I only have one shoe. I don't need
But
it."
he evidently went back and
He
paid
did.
for
He
it.
paid for the damage, so the police weren't called. No, like the hotel didn't even know it happened until much later, and then he went back and paid for it.
Right.
But so if you're this girl, is that a red flag? Are you like,
Oh, no. She's the red
no?
flag.
I think he's the red flag. She was probably just having a
said
fight.
something. No.
And he was like,
Chinese bitches
No,
are crazy.
I think he was drunk and like
He's
was
like,
like,
are you part of the Ho Chi Minh Trail? And he's like,
I'm
it's
only
Vietnam, but whatever.
Oh,
it's the
well-
same fucking thing.
So I think it's him. We'll agree to disagree. You
No, I
think it's
think
her.
it's her.
I think it's him.
I think she turned into like some
Because
sort
if
of
she
Chinese
was really,
demon.
if she was Chinese demon, she wouldn't have tried to stop him
Nope.
because she was worried he was going to hurt himself.
Well, see, also the other side of it is this: in like Asian culture, if at least he's got a
Are
girlfriend.
you swagging it?
No, at least I might be scientific gregging it,
Yeah.
but at least I know a lot of people in
You don't know
a lot
nobody.
of Asian.
You don't know nobody in China.
No, I'm not saying I know that, but I know the culture there is like
Who do you
very
know?
stressful. No, I'm not saying that. I know the Asian culture is very stressful on dudes. Like they just, I swear to God, you guys
Lucy,
go calm the fuck down. They just gave people like basically time off in Japan because if they're getting too drunk during lunch hours, because the jobs are so stressful
well, there's that one place where they
that
give
they
them
don't
drugs.
have to go back to work.
They give them drugs so that they'll work and be happy.
Go, lay down, fuck off.
It's Lucy being very vocal.
Okay.
I think it's him. You could think it's
Fuck
her.
around there, you're good, dude. Let's go.
What? Huh?
Nope. She said, I'm sorry you missed your show this morning. You're good. It's out there for everybody to watch. We'll get into
Who
that
said
in a
that?
minute. Fuck around and find
Oh.
out. It's a short one.
So I think it's him. You think it's her. I still think it's hilarious.
The fact that that motherfucker went,
Jumped out the
that's
window.
my only option
when
is
the
to jump
door
through the
is like
window, bro.
from here to that side
Like
of you.
he's got,
That's
no,
why I said he was fucked up.
he is stressed out. And that bitch was probably like, why don't you buy me flowers? In her little like ding, 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 dong.
There's
right?
nothing that
Like
timid
cute
about her.
little fucking voice.
I still think it's funny. I'm gonna show because
Right.
the pictures are
Have
hilarious.
you ever watched Asian porn where they blur everything out?
No, I only watched Asian porn once, and I will never watch it again because
Little
it
tiny
was
peepees.
fucking weird.
And then like
That-
super hairy boxes.
Just weird.
But they just block, they just like if you
Why do
see,
you bother then?
I don't. Like Asian chicks here in the States, but I'm fairly certain that Asian chicks overseas, like in Japan or in wherever the fuck they make it, they're
Asialand.
required to.
What does she
blur it
have?
out.
Grab it. She's got a charger box. Lucy, where the hell did you get that from? And that's what y'all are fighting over? Neither. Where'd she get that from?
I don't.
Why can't y'all be like your brother?
Beth, who do you know there? Greg throws himself out the window. There's one right there, bro. I've never actually thought about it because I'm not that fucking
Desperate.
desperate. I'll just walk down the stairs and be like, I'll go hang myself outside. Whatever, it's all good. You know what I mean?
He
But
said,
this guy, this guy,
"Booyah," and chucked his own ass out the window.
at least I really wanted it to be like the third story.
What?
Like
What?
I wanted him to.
There's another story you're going to talk about here in a minute.
I
You
wanted it
wanted
to
that
be
outcome?
the third story
Oh, window.
or at
Okay.
least second story, and then he gets up and runs out.
Well, he probably would have
But
broken
when I
his
saw
legs.
the exterior, I was like,
It's
God
the door.
damn it.
The door is what, like,
Because you know when you drunk fall, like you don't get hurt.
that's not
It's like
always
those
true.
assholes that get in like DUI accidents. They're like, oh, their car's ripped in half,
But they're fine.
but they're totally fine because they're a bag of jello at that point, just from being fucking completely inebriated. That's pretty much the same thing, right?
No. I don't know
What-
if that happens with drunk
What,
falls.
what level of floors do you think you could survive?
I'm not jumping out anything that's a window.
If you had
Regardless.
to.
No. Oh, if I had to,
Would you throw the dog out of the second story window if it was on fire?
I'd throw you out first and then throw the dog out so you can catch him.
You'd throw me out the window?
No, I'd push
What
you.
if I broke my
I'd
ankle?
lovingly push you and tell you to dust yourself up, get up and get the dog.
I would lower you down, you dickhead.
Well, then you would lower me down and then you would toss me the dog. And then I'd die.
Could you
'cause-
imagine trying to catch one?
And I was like, and then I die because
then
the
Matt
dog's so
kills you?
freaking heavy.
fucking Mick fucking takes you out. He's like, mother.
That is always like, though, that is like my fear. I'm so glad that we sleep on the first floor
Oh, yeah, right downstairs.
because I'm like, what would we do with the
But
dogs?
see, that's the fucked up part about a house like this, right?
Yeah.
All your kids are upstairs.
Well, I don't have any.
No, I know, but like the prior owner. All your kids are upstairs.
Yeah, but kids can climb down a ladder. You can put an emergency ladder in one of their bedrooms, and they can climb down that emergency. Didn't
What
you
if
ever
they're,
watch
like,
Fire
2?
Safety
No, of
Preparedness?
course I
They
did.
have that
Stop, drop, and roll, bitch.
that ladder that like you just drop it out the window. It goes. It's like
Bill
an
said
accordion.
he was a third. You want to call in? Call me, dude.
Third floor survivor.
Call me and I'll put you on air. I want to hear this third story survivor story. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, I could jump out that right there.
Jacob said
It's a rough
Japanese
landing 'cause it's
porn
all- yeah, Japanese
is
porn.
blurred porn because regular porn there is illegal.
Yeah, that's the fucking weird thing. Yet my brother
But
in
regular
19,
wait. So what's regular porn versus Japanese porn? Like our porn?
No, that's like regular porn where you can see all the pussies and the vaginas and the.
Then why even bother posting it?
But they do that over there because locally they can watch the blurred stuff.
Oh shit!
They can only get the blurred stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. Why
But it's-
bother watching it?
But it's penetration. Like you can see some chick like diddling herself or some dude jerking off, right? But you can't see the penetration.
They don't blur that part.
They blur the penetration of it.
So, do you remember? I remember being a teenager and all of us girls like slumber party watching soft porn,
Popcorn, yeah.
softcore, and there was no penetration in that. Basically, when I hit like, I don't even know how old we were when we watched it. I was like, this is dumb. Why am I watching this fake stuff? All I'm seeing is boobs. I got a pair. I don't need to see those.
Because that was the original, like year old. So hang on, we got Bill calling in. We're gonna get a.
How do you gonna make him?
When it's gonna put it right up to the phone.
You gonna put him on speakerphone?
Yeah. What's up, Bill?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, surviving. How about you?
Good. Tell us a little
Good.
story. Tell us a story.
Tell us a little ditty.
So it was the summer after my senior year of high school. I was at a paintball tournament in Myrtle Beach. And so I don't know if you know much about Myrtle Beach.
I've been there. I was a little kid. when I
Myrtle
went there
Turtle.
One time. Yeah.
It's an odd place.
I haven't been there in years.
Ended up me and some friends drinking around the pool at like the whatever Holiday Inn or we were staying at for the weekend, and met some girls, was hooking up with this chick, and in her room on the third floor.
And her
Yeah,
dad
we're-
showed up.
Her dad did show up, Beth.
No shit.
I knew there had to be a reason when you said hooking up with a girl.
And he's like banging at, like he's banging on the door, like, hey, I forgot. Like you could tell he's drunk as shit too.
Yeah.
And like banging on the door, like, hey, I forgot my key. Like, come look, like my key's in your room. Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
was he staying at the hotel in a different room?
Yeah, and she's like, oh my god, he can't find you here. So I tried to get under the bed. but
And
That's
it's
not
one of those
possible.
box ones.
Didn't they have a closet?
Yeah.
No closet?
No, this is like it's a Myrtle Beach Holiday Inn, Beth. It's not nice enough to have a closet. You know? It had the little collapsible stand you put your luggage on.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And that's it. Yeah. It's all about maximizing space.
They had a shower with a shower curtain, yeah?
So, well, I was like, I'll hide in the bathroom. She's like, no, you have to get out. She slides the window open and kicks the screen out.
Oh, she wasn't fucking around. She's like, get out, bitch,
And
now.
she's grabbing me. Like, luckily we weren't too deep involved because we still had clothes on. But she's grabbing me by my shirt or my swim trunks, trying to throw me out this window on the third floor. So I ended up like, okay, like maybe I could just if he just needs his key, like I'll hang outside the window until he leaves. So like I'm hanging outside the window, like on the windowsill, 3 floors up.
That's a pretty steep drop, dude. Like once you get over 2.
Greg, you've been drunk in 18. You can rule the world.
No, I
Like,
understand. That's still high.
I
up, bro.
mean,
like I got this.
Finally, like my grip just lets go.
Yeah.
I fall, and it's 3 floors down. Like I fall, and I see that I'm right above like an AC compressor.
Oh,
oh,
shit.
well, it was at least higher than the ground.
It was. I think that's what broke my fall because I dropped straight down, and like right before my legs hit it, I kind of like loosened my knees up.
You just like take
go
the
loose.
impact.
Go loose.
I hit that, kind of bounce off of it into a shrub. And then from the window, I'm like laying on, like in this shrub,
Dying.
like beside the hotel,
Just a little bit.
kind of like, how the fuck did I just survive that?
Hey.
Did
Yeah.
you see her again?
No, I didn't see her again. The next thing I see is the dad going, what the hell was that noise? And looks out the window. He's like, why is there no screen? But he looks out the window and sees my scrawny 18-year-old ass just laying in the shrub. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm coming to get you.
You're like, I'm out of here,
Adrenaline-
bitches.
Adrenaline kicks in. And I just run. I probably ran like a mile down the road.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's classic Bill.
That's a great story, Bill, actually.
So, I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, it's either that or fight the dad. Right.
I was not fighting this guy.
That, you know what I mean? See, there's no other option. It's like drop off a third story
Drunk
building.
dad would probably be pretty lethal.
Drunk dad.
Drunk,
How hot was the
drunk-
girl?
not
though?
drunk,
How
drunk
hot
dad.
was the girl?
Go lay down.
I mean, she was like a Myrtle Beach 10. So
So what's
I
that
don't even
like
know what that
in
means.
Austin or like in California? Give us some other.
California.
What's an Iowa 10 compared to her? You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, Iowa 10s are few and far between. People here think Caitlin Clark's a 10. You know,
That's
Who's Caitlin
true.
Clark?
Fucking the basketball
But,
player.
I'd say she'd be like an Austin 6.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. That's
I
what,
mean,
that's what our military friends that listen to
Put it this
podcasts.
way, She was hot in an incredibly trashy way.
Yep.
Nice.
I mean,
Like-
sometimes
like cut off jean shorts.
Blake Lively from The Town.
Yes.
I was gonna say like the
That's
dark
what I was getting
mascara, the dark mascara, the half, the half
Beach
cropped,
girl.
the half cropped
Yeah.
shirt she made herself with the
06,
jorts.
so
Yeah,
it was
perfect
like some-
timing. Yep.
That's
Yep.
so
it was
funny.
Like 06, so it was like some
Yeah.
sort of cropped Abercrombie tank top.
Yep,
mini
perfect.
Skirt,
I agree.
whale
A
tail
womb
hanging
said,
down,
ask dad to join in. Be courteous.
That's
So-
fucking weird.
That's weird.
All
I
right,
know.
I'll let you guys get on with
All
your
right. Cheers, brother. Thanks for the
Thanks
story.
for sharing.
Catch you next time, Bill.
That's funny.
Hell yeah, dude.
He has like a story for everything. It's hilarious. He's lived a rather crazy life.
So in New Hampshire, at the beach there,
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, I grew up at the beach, and I think I probably told the story a long time ago.
You tell your stories a lot. So
Well,
let's check out this
It's
one.
the Hampton Beach thing, right? It closes down.
Right?
So Hampton Beach, New Hampshire is not the Hamptons.
No.
It is Hampton Beach, right? And it's this little
It's a great
loop,
beach, but it's not the Hamptons.
1 mile loop, and it's a lot of rich people live there now,
But it's not the Hamptons.
but it's not the Hamptons.
There ain't no vineyards.
And I got a dog underneath me. I didn't realize. But back in the early 90s when I
Which one
grew
is
up
below
there,
you?
Mick,
Where's the other hairy one?
right there.
Okay.
When I grew up there, like it was just party people coming down
Party people.
and renting houses, working at the beach restaurants,
Right.
and just partying.
Right.
Partying.
Kids. There were families, but I don't
17,
think the families.
18, 19,
Kids.
20,
That's what I'm
like
saying,
all of
kids.
us. I worked there when I started working down at the beach when I was like 6, well, really when I was like 13, all the way through when I was like 20, I think is when I left New Hampshire. But I have friends that ran restaurants and did all this shit and line cooked, but also like managed the entire kitchens of restaurants. But at night, once it closed,
Different person. Different retard.
Brian
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
would manage an entire fucking thing
Yeah.
and then turn to a different person.
Yeah.
He would
At the
be
stroke of midnight.
management guy, and that's why he's such a good guy now, like a good boss now.
Yeah, because he's been doing it for a while.
And then Mike King and all of our friends, right? I swear to God, that dog, he found a ball.
The one thing that squeaks up here,
Yeah.
he found.
And then he would be like, and then we would drink beers until 5 o'clock.
I don't know how you guys.
And then he
I
would
mean,
sleep
I
because
guess.
back then,
He'd work the
it
later
doesn't
day.
really
Open till
open
4.
until 2 or 3.
So you could sleep for 5 hours.
Right.
And
That's
do it
all you
all
need.
over again.
But you would do that for a
I mean, what's
season.
so funny is that's kind of college.
And then
That's
he-
college life.
And then
well,
he
not
would
for
go
you,
to college.
But
And then we had people that there was a guy that so we had arcades at the beach.
Yes.
Also
did your
Playland.
brother work there or Corey or
Corey
somebody?
did.
Okay.
Corey, Brian, all of them worked at those. And we had one, like there's head coaches of a really famous head coach for an
The
NFL
Patriots?
team.
Was it the
Nope.
Patriots?
He was a smaller coach for the Patriots to start. Went to Brown, played for Brown, and now he happens to be head coach for.
He was there with you guys?
Yeah. Right.
Partying with you guys?
Just hanging out, partying, doing all the
Hey,
things.
Fair Fawcett House is on that island.
But they would get paid so much money because it was
it would
all
make it
about,
last through it got them through 9 months of the year where they could come back and work for
and
3.
you get
And
bonuses based on how
would
well
you do
it
that
does.
again? I mean, we'd have to make a lot more money. But
What?
if you could work really hard for 3 months and not work for 9 months,
Oh,
would you
fuck
do
yeah.
it?
Like
I think I would too.
I've talked about like doing the summer thing, like making fried dough, buying the fried dough place that I worked at.
I don't want to move to New Hampshire. That's the problem.
No, they didn't. They have a house in New Hampshire
I don't want to
for
live.
4 months.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and they
it's
do
the warm
the
season.
summers there.
It's the warm season.
Buy
The sun
that,
actually comes out during that
and
time.
I still know the recipe.
They probably don't even live at that house anymore. They probably
No,
sold it for a
and the
gazillion
owner
dollars.
died.
That's what I'm saying. They probably sold it for a gazillion
Fried
dollars.
dough, dude. It's not. You're not talking those like things. where
See,
you,
this is what I say we do. We get a truck. You make fried dough. I make cupcakes. We work 2 weekends out of the month,
No, I'm not doing that.
make some good money, and then
I'm not a traveling salesman selling fucking fried dough.
I'm not talking about going out
Like,
of town.
Go to New Hampshire,
to
buy
Bernie.
that business. It's called Blink's Fried Dough. If you want to see a
New
fun
Hampshire's
place,
too liberal. Can't do it.
No,
Too fucking
it's a
liberal.
beach community.
Can't do it. Too liberal. Can't do it. Can I have a gun there?
Yeah, of
Or
course.
not right now.
Yeah, of course you can.
Can't do it. It's too liberal.
Anyway, all right, let's move on.
I can live anywhere. I can make it work.
All
but
righty. This one. So we were talking about previously dating in China. Jesus Christ.
well, we just talked about that.
Stop talking for a second. I need to see if that's showing up on here.
Well, he's not gonna do it till you're talking. You're just gonna have to like talk until he does it.
That little fucker.
Can you guys hear him
fucking-
squeaky squeaky?
Can you hear the squeaky squeaky? Anyway, all right, we'll keep going. This dude, I'm gonna show this picture first.
Jacob said, "Bill, don't fight him. Fuck him and establish dominance." And Bill said, "Fair point, but I was young. I didn't understand how dominance worked."
No, yeah. Bill's
Would
still
you really
kind
have
of a
fucked him, Bill, if you understood how dominance
I don't
worked?
think Bill would have done
I don't
that
think
even
so
today.
either.
Bill's more of a lover, not a fighter kind of guy, right?
Taylor did say that he fell off a hatch ladder, landed on stairs, and that's how he compressed his vertebrae.
See,
That is the norm, I think. Like Bill was drunk and lucky. Like I swear being
it's
drunk
the
makes you rubbery.
DUI, like floppy body thing, right? That happens. All right,
makes you rubbly.
wobbly.
What
The fuck story am I talking about?
Yeah,
God
we can hear it.
damn
Jessica
it.
said, and then MC said no, but Fox said it's cute. Yeah.
Okay.
Woom said my dogs can hear it on the TV.
Oh, really? You're like, where's that squeaky balls?
Where do I
Sorry.
get one of them things?
I'll post a picture to the bar. Can you take a couple pictures?
No, well, not right now. I'm doing a show.
Just take a picture. Take a couple pictures.
There's nothing to do. They're face to face right now.
Better than ass to ass.
No,
All right.
sometimes it's ass
New
to
York
face with
City
Henry.
man lights sex toys on
Oh, I
fire,
need to hear about this.
causing a 3-alarm blaze that ripped through neighborhood, says the police. Look at the
Make a miss.
he's not the trouble one. She's not.
Well,
oh,
he's out of the picture.
it's this one.
Well, she's trouble too.
Yeah, they're kind of trouble. We'll get another one for him. There you go. There he is. Trouble. See? As soon as he walks up.
Well, Mick is just a dick. Like all he has to do is look at him and he growls at him.
Yeah.
Did we get Henry when Jessica was here? I can't remember.
No.
We got him shortly after she left,
Jess, you need
right?
to come back out. Hi, Jess. Did we? I don't remember. All right, let's get into the story. So, New York City man lights sex toys on fire, causing 3-alarm blaze. Castro, pay attention.
I'm taking pictures of my dog. You told me to do
I
that.
know, but you can get over it. Causing a fucking major fire that ripped through some shit. Do you see the picture on the screen?
Yes, the man in his robe.
Can
Oh, this dog has so much dirt in his feet. You're gonna have to do that after
We
the show.
need to.
Wow.
Yeah, I am well aware.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm well aware. Do you see that robe though?
Yeah,
That robe
it's embarrassing.
is money. It's not clear why the 37-year-old lit the intimate AIDS ablaze.
AIDS, not like
Sex
in-
dolls.
Okay, but
Sex
AIDS,
dolls.
AIDS, not in the disease.
Yeah.
Okay.
But his bungled boudoir BBQ, this is, of course, on
Say that again.
New York
Is
Post.
bungled?
I didn't write this,
I know-
but his bungled boudoir
Boudoir.
BBQ prompted officials to hit him with a slew of charges, including arson. I started the fire, he said. Torres allegedly admitted to cops, I was in the backyard of my house and I lit 2 sex toys on fire. All right. So my first and foremost thought is this.
Why? My first thought is why?
Yeah, why?
Why did you need to get rid of them so badly?
This guy has been fucking these things
Did he defile
so
them
many
so
times
badly that they were
that
disgusting?
He is actually feeling the guilt of fucking these things.
Why would you feel guilty about that?
No, because he's like, I am a full-time degenerate.
What
Like,
makes you degenerate? Just makes you fucking horny all the
But
time.
if you're fucking something so much,
Dudes fuck their hand all the time, multiple
that's just
times a
called
day.
jerking off. Like I grew up doing that.
It's
Like,
basically the
meh.
same thing. You're just doing it in a plastic thing.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like he's like he felt guilty about this. It's not clear why the 37-year-old lit the inanimate objects ablaze, but
Enjoy dinner, Tyler.
it just went bad.
Jessica said, I want to know what they were.
The erotic inferno began in the
Erotic inferno. Whoever wrote this is
rear
actually
of
pretty good.
Torres's home, which soon caught fire. The deep, heavy fire. I've got more video. I got more pictures. Yeah, sex doll number 2. Up, this is where he's getting his butt patted down.
Make sure you ain't got no weapons.
And then this is literally, so this didn't just start his house on fire. It started a bunch of neighbors' houses on fire.
Oh, he's fucked.
All because he started a fire in his backyard.
You would have thought a smart person would have started this fire with a fire extinguisher next to them.
The fire was under control by 4 p.m. with Wednesday, which grabbed 6 hand lines.
What's that mean?
Like fire hoses. But I read somewhere else that it was basically like a pocket pussy.
Oh, was it a robot?
And nobody can afford robots yet. I'm
I
waiting.
thought you said sex dolls.
And
All
a
he did
sex
was
doll.
throw that in the pocket pussies. All he did was throw that in the trash.
And a sex doll. So he had a full-on sex
did
doll.
he burn his neighbor's house or just cause smoke damage?
No, burned it enough to cause damage that it is what it is.
Well, I know his insurance won't pay for his house because it was deliberate, but would they pay for the liability portion still of the house?
I don't think it's
fire?
deliberate. I don't
It's-
think it was deliberate.
He set
didn't.
the fire.
He didn't intend. No, he
No,
lit a
but-
fire in his backyard. I don't think that's going to be considered.
Was it in a
deliberate.
contained? Let me look at me pulling all my insurance. It wasn't in contained.
I understand that. I don't know.
They're not
the
gonna cover
answer.
They ain't
Right.
gonna cover it. They'll cover his neighbor's house, but they ain't gonna cover it. Oh,
Oh, this is what it is. The fire was under control by 4 p.m. Wednesday and required 6 hand lines. I missed this little line. While one toy was a rubber vagina, it was not clear what the other toy was. But in my other research
so
that
he
I
had a
did,
pocket pussy.
it was it was a. How does that catch
and
an
listen,
entire house
where
on
does
fire?
where does he live? First of all, hey,
Motherfuck-
wait, where?
New York, of course.
So he probably has a fireplace, right? So why not just put it in the fireplace to ignite it in the fireplace?
No. You wouldn't do that.
You think it's smarter
It's
to burn
rubber.
it in your fucking backyard?
Yeah, you put it
How
in the
about-
backyard in a fire pit. Like you have fire pit.
Technically, you shouldn't be burning it. Period. Let's get that right out of the
But
way.
you just fucking drop it in a trash bag and dump that
and
thing
if you don't want to
3
keep it in your,
streets over.
find a dumpster.
Right, 3 streets over.
Find a dumpster and.
but he
drop
was in that
pocket.
robe, so I don't know. I
You
mean,
just say he probably got done using it. Was like, this has got to stop.
I've got to stop.
This
I've
has
come
got to-
so many times in
This
this
has
thing.
got to stop. It's
My
embarrassing.
water bill's going up because I can't keep running my dishwasher. We literally run our dishwasher twice a week.
Bill said, Beth, you're retired. Quit worrying if he's covered or not. Listen, 26 years, it dies hard. It's a movie, Die Hard. It
I fucking hate you.
was just on TV. I was watching it before I came up here.
So
Die Hard
nonetheless,
3.
don't go catching your sex toys on fire. You might burn down your neighbor's
Oh,
house.
Bill said, "Oh shit, the Capitals and the Canucks are brawling. He must
Are
be
they?
watching hockey at the same time."
Oh yeah.
Listen, I love all sports live. I hate all sports on TV. Hands down. I go to a live event, I'm in heaven. TV, I'm like
Let's go to UFC sometime.
in Las Vegas.
Let's do it.
How about England? I don't want to go to bloody England.
I don't want to go to bloody England right now. They're murdering each other.
Well, my eyelash tech is going for a Sabrina Carpenter concert. I'm like, you couldn't have seen her in the States? She goes, it was an adventure across the pond. She's 26. I totally get it. But I was like, girl,
yeah. And
you better
she
be
gets one.
careful. You better carry a lot of mace
You want to hear a funny story?
and a switchblade. Pack your switchblade in your
Well,
luggage.
this isn't really a funny one.
Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie too, Bill. Close second is Die Hard 1.
Hey, baby girl. Which I can't move the camera.
I do that on Bill goes, Beth won't even use a hard R for dumpster. Depends on what I'm talking
No,
about.
she's trying to use the New England vernacular.
Because it's trash.
New England vernacular is everything's got a
H for an R.
an A, an A.
Dumpster.
Dumpster fire.
Who was I was telling?
She's using
my,
New England.
My
stuff.
eyelash tech, her name is Dylan. Such a cute fucking girl. She's a little too obsessed about dating, and I try to coach her on that all the time. But I was telling her something about fuck, the story just bubble popped and it's gone.
Okay, that's good. I'll
Fucking
tell
whiskey.
I'll tell a story.
Yo, go somewhere else.
Scientists discover age when habits become bad for you.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we
You
go
ready?
now.
I gotta go
Yes.
to my-
I want to see how true they are.
I was responding to another. Scientists discover this. I don't trust scientists.
That was delicious whiskey. We need to get more.
Which one?
The E.H. Taylor.
This one? Oh,
Yeah.
the Colonel
The
EH.
colonel.
I was like the colonic. I was like, what? No, that's a butt thing.
You're from a military family.
Scientists
Shame on
discover
you.
exact age bad habits like smoking and drinking cause serious health problems.
Well, we're both fucked.
What do you think the age is?
25.
Okay, it's fair. We've all got our vices. I've got shit tons of them. But I disagree with this scientific. Well,
Jacob said our Afghan interpreters all shared one used fleshlight they got from a Marine. They just used Perel in between each using it. Oh,
I almost threw up.
oh my gosh.
I need to
Couldn't
turn
you
this
guys
picture off.
just have gotten them some new ones? Like had somebody from the States send you some new ones?
No. Okay.
Oh
you
my
can go
oh.
on Google. There's a simple way to do this. When I was a kid, I
As
looked this
ucky.
up.
As ucky.
Use a towel, a glove, and
Yeah, it's a cum
roll
towel.
it up. No, you just roll it up. You make your own.
They
thing.
probably didn't have a towel and a glove?
like a rubber glove.
I'm worried about you.
Simple enough. Trust me.
I'm worried about you. You have to if you're putting your winky in the rubber glove, you had to have like lube or something. That's basically a condom. There is
Spit is lube.
not when it comes to buttholes, but yes, perhaps.
I didn't say that, Castro. Jesus Christ.
I just want to make clear that spit's not really lube when it's important stuff.
No. I mean, Beth's real talk with Beth Lamontagne. Jesus
You put a
Christ.
glass of whiskey in me. It's true though.
Spit ain't lube
The
when,
book
it's,
I
when you're
just
fucking me in
read,
the ass.
the book I read,
The
he was
fuck
like,
did you
"Oh, you
just
brought
say?
lube." I was because he trying to do her in the butt, like because she's a butt virgin. And he was like, she's like, "Oh, look, my roommate got us this." And he's like, "Good thing," because I was
This is
just
not
going to use.
because of me.
I was just going
I
to use.
promise you guys.
He
This is
goes.
her book
He
reading.
goes. I was just going to use spit. This is so much better. I was like, you don't deserve to fuck her in the ass if you were just going to use spit, you
Go
dirty
out.
dog.
Okay, so where can they find your book
That's
re-
not he reads.
Give it a little back.
I'm not
You
reviewing
know what?
this
We
book.
might as well. I'm
I'm not
talk a little
reviewing
bit
this
about
book.
that.
I
Where
wasn't
can they-
crazy
Let
about
me
it.
do the intro. I'm gonna drop the intro right now.
Jessica said.
That's Best Naughty Reads. Go out, follow that out on
Maybe what I should do is start drinking whiskey instead
Where
of
the hell
wine.
did they need that?
Instagram,
Yep,
TikTok, and YouTube.
yep.
Facebook, but I don't know
Naughty
how
Reads.
easy. I'm having some problems with Facebook, so I don't know how easy to find it on Facebook. But Jessica agreed with me.
Jesus Christ.
Jessica said, "Facts, Beth."
I was not expecting that. Like,
Bill goes, it's
spit is not
lube
lube.
if you're hydrated enough. Negative Ghost Rider. Disagree 100%. I guess it also depends on the butthole, though, too. If it's taken something a few times, maybe. But if it's brand new, you probably need a little bit more.
Yeah,
than
if it's well worn.
Nobody should ever have a well-worn butthole unless you're gay.
I don't know.
I'm not saying that in a crude way, but it's a hole that gets used more often than a female's butthole gets used.
I mean, arguably, your asshole gets used more than your vagina. Like full on.
What are you talking? Because I poop through it?
Yeah. Theoretically,
I think that's a horrible argument.
on average.
I think that's a horrible argument. One's exiting, the
But
other
I'm
way
not
is entering.
wrong,
Well,
right?
that's why there is the exit only theory. This is exit only because things are meant to come out of it, not go
I
in
understand
it.
that, but if you have like a mean steak dinner?
She's like, who, me? I'm the oh, look how fucking cute she is. She's like, who, me?
Just look at me in the eye.
I did nothing.
All right, can we get into this?
Yeah.
Scientists
sure.
discover exact
Hey,
age.
Runway.
Bad habits like smoking and drinking cause serious health problems. She's just being an ass.
I know, but read Jacob's. I can't read it. You have to read it.
What do you say?
I just said I'm not going to read it. You read it.
Jacob, my flashlight
I think he meant fleshlight, but yeah.
was
Oh, maybe he
burned
did mean
out by
flashlight.
the end of deployment. No one flashlight. Yeah. By end of deployment, and nobody wanted it. We blew up a few flashlights at the end of the deployment. Flashlights.
He means flesh, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Spit after
You
plenty
know
of
what,
milk.
dude?
Ugh!
It's better that than you banging
I
your
opened a whole fucking gate.
So you're an E4. It's better than you banging your E2 chick over there, getting her knocked up when you're married. You got to knock
Bill
some shit
said,
out.
I'm making Birth's first merch. No one should have a well-worn butthole.
I agree.
It's true. They're playing now. That's the problem. She's like, let's just get it on. Little rough house.
God.
So I hated the haircut they gave her. She's so grown out. Like she's grown out far enough that it's actually finally cute. She's never going back to that groomer. You guys.
Can I get to this goddamn story?
Yes, my love, you can.
Motherfucker. Do
So
you want me to
sorry.
read the whole thing again?
Yes, please.
Fucking pay attention.
That's the rewind.
Swear to God. I
Smush my
fucking
finger.
can't bring you motherfuckers anywhere.
Next time we leave him downstairs.
No, they're doing good. I think we just murder her, chain him to a fence.
No, I think we just leave him downstairs.
And then
They maybe
he's
get up.
fine.
They're going to be
All
fine.
right, let's go.
Oh, do not chew on that, Henry. He's fine.
Oh, chewing on a cable.
No, he was chewing on the screwy thingy on the pod.
All right, good.
Tripod.
Scientists discover exact age.
Oh, yes.
Bad habits
Yes.
like smoking and
I said
drinking
25.
cause serious health. Go.
Do not hit my puppy unless you want to die.
He's fine. We've
not-
all got our vices, whether that be drinking, smoking, or anything in between. And when you've got youth on your side, the consequences of these bad habits rarely cross your
I was
mind.
going to have one more.
I'm 48 years old, and I
Mm.
don't give a shit.
No, you know what? I called, read that sentence again. Something never cross your mind.
And when you've got youth
No,
on your
you're right.
side, the
100%.
consequences of those bad habits rarely cross your mind.
Because Henry.
It's gone.
There's an ice cube. Look right here.
No, pay attention to the story. Don't worry
Because-
about the fucking ice cube. Castro.
He found it. Because he's brilliant. I agree with that 100%. When you're young and stupid, nothing hurts. Hence the third story fall for Bill.
All right. But according to new research, the ramifications of late nights, lazy days, and no exercise and choosing unhealthy options can come back to bite you sooner than later.
I believe it.
So I agree with some of that,
I can 100. This is a baby drink.
but I also disagree with.
No, you agree with it. You don't let it stop you.
No. I agree with some of that, but I don't do half of that. I drink beers,
Okay.
smoke cigarettes,
Yes.
but I work out. I
Yes.
don't have lazy days with no exercise.
Yes, you do.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
But everybody has an occasional lazy day. But I also do jujitsu
When you're tired, you have
multiple
way
times.
more of them.
Sure. But I also do jujitsu multiple times
Yep.
a week. I think this is for those fucking lazy British people. I think this is who this is.
They have
written
bad
for.
teeth.
Where it's like really just gray and depressed, like New England.
Yes.
Like New Hampshire. Like all you guys in New Hampshire, I'm sorry. It is the most
That's why I
depressing
love,
place.
I love most of your family. I love your friends that live in New Hampshire.
I will
could never live there.
No.
That's why when CPG girls like, I could live there. I'm like, bitch, you cray.
I went to
You
dinner
cray.
with my aunt and uncle and my cousins and everybody else. And Matt and Angel were sitting right next to me, and the girls were there too. Or one of the girls.
Yeah.
And I was like, how in the fuck
Why are you still here?
do you still live here? I was like, you're all retired.
You know what? Because they don't
Why?
understand that there is land outside of New
No.
Hampshire that is
They
sunny.
travel the world.
The world, but not the states. And
But
so
I
they're
don't
like,
understand.
is it all of the United States cloudy and hazy like this? No.
No, just cloudy
No.
and gray and depressing and,
And it's
very
so cold there during the winter.
English and fuck that place.
So cold and
All right.
damp. And
But
it's
keep
like,
in mind, this is from the UK because this is very much.
Bill said, my vice is running stop signs with
Bill's
giggling
dad is a perfect
Latinas.
example. I'm not perfect example, but Bill's dad, we've talked about this, right? His dad passed away, he had fucking heart issues and stuff like that. But, you know, like he lived and he drank his beers and he fucking had
that's going to
issues.
be you.
That's going to be me.
Yeah, that's why
I
the life insurance is
understand that.
important.
But I try and counteract that with a lot of
Here's the
working
problem. You
out.
sit too long. We both sit too
I
long. It's
try
the
and
new
counteract
smoking.
counteract it with a lot of jujitsu.
You're supposed to get up every hour.
I walk around a bit, but I've got to sit
bit.
on a fucking bullshit. All right.
You should take your meetings with walks.
That Mike does that a lot.
You should do that because at the building it is a mile and a half if you
Maybe
go to
I
one
start
end
doing that and
to
be
the
like,
other end.
yeah, I don't have access to my laptop. I'm on my phone getting my fucking steps in, bitches.
And you can
Right.
do that like twice a day.
All right.
And when
So-
you do it, I'll do it out here.
Boffins at Finland's Luria University Applied Sciences conducted a study. How many people?
2,000.
Probably not. Which found that those
Boom.
who
Remind me where that
throw caution to the wind in their younger years often end up paying the price with their health. Of course you do. Experts tracked the health of hundreds of children who were born from 59 up until they turned 61. So 1959
69, 79, 89, 99, 2000, they were
90.
50.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
10, 60,
2010, yeah.
20, 70.
In hopes of finding out how lifestyle choices can impact your quality of life and lifespan. The participants had health checks conducted on them at ages 27, 36, 42, 50, and 61.
Say those ages again. 27.
36, 42, 51, and 61. So about basically every 10 years.
Now they're playing.
Right.
And just so you know, Bill's dad passed away for liver issues because he was drinking way more than beer.
I know. And that's what we talked about. And that's,
You drink beer
Kinda.
mostly.
I drink a lot of beer, but I do drink some whiskey. And that's why we've had conversations. After compiling all this health data until 2022, the researchers found some interesting results. Among those who had consistently smoked, boozed, and didn't really bother exercising. The difference is
They didn't bother exercising.
they
So
didn't bother.
Runaway says,
and they ate like shit.
I don't know
don't eat like
what does it
shit,
mean when
I
you say I eat
exercise.
like it's $18.99.
Meat, like very basic foods.
So he says, I eat like it's $18.99 and exercise daily just to enjoy my cigarettes and booze. My work will give me cancer.
Let's run away. Yeah, dude, I'm kind of in the same boat.
So here's what's funny. So, okay. So I'll keep you. Well, I want to go back to the conversation I had with you yesterday, but what's the age? Do they tell you eventually the age?
Scientists even claim, okay, so this is where it is.
Yes.
It emerged that those who had engaged
Of the
in
2000.
these unhealthy habits in their heyday were more susceptible to both physical and mental health struggles. Mental health, I think, is probably a bigger weight by their mid 30s.
Well, a lot of people don't get diagnosed.
48 fucking
But a lot
years
of people
old.
don't get like I didn't get diagnosed with depression until I was like 24, 25.
Scientists
So-
even claim to have discovered the exact age it all starts going downhill.
I don't believe
at
scientists, first of all.
36. Dude,
What's their agenda?
sorry.
What's their agenda behind this article is what I want to know, first of all.
it's interesting, right? and this is in the European something, whatever the fuck it was. Excuse me. It depends on your personality also.
No.
Like, I'm not saying
No. Your health has, I mean, from a mental perspective, yes.
I was getting at the mental.
And that can cause physical issues, but
if you're a depressive person, absolutely, you're not going to work out. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that.
It makes you more susceptible to not working out. Listen, I get it. I mean, because what do I tell you all the time? I don't feel like going to the gym. I'd rather sit on the couch. Although apparently it's not just me, it's normal people too.
No, that's not normal.
No, a lot of readers are like, I'd rather just read all day.
Oh yeah. That's called being a fucking retard and depressed.
Go,
but you're not that way.
Well,
because
I'm
I
married
don't
to
let
you.
you do that.
I'm married to you, and I'm 7 years older than you, and I gotta.
And I wouldn't.
Stay
You better
somewhat
fucking
fit.
You better get that body in shape.
Can't wait till you're 50. I cannot wait.
I'm
till you're
48.
50. I can't
I'm
wait.
still doing jujitsu.
Yeah, it breaks you every time you go.
It's fine.
Anyways, so
I think I got bit
will
by a
tell you-
vampire right here. I've got two little dots, and my wrist won't move anymore.
see, everything breaks
Do I
you
get
now.
bit by a vampire? in
Spider, probably. It's probably.
There's
brown
literally one
recluse.
there and one there.
We better watch it.
And
Well, last weekend, did you figure out?
You
was it-
got some shit on your hand too.
I
What's up,
did.
you
I did.
retard?
The bugs are back in South Texas.
They're fucking.
So
attacking us.
yesterday, so I have this sign up on my mirror, right, that says, I work out every day so that I can live my fullest life without pain and discomfort and keep up with everyone, mostly you. But
she's doing amazing. By the way.
I am changing
is
it.
crushing.
So yesterday, though, no, this was like a wake up call yesterday. My blood pressure, I didn't tell you,
Was what?
171.
No, you were stressed.
Well, I was stressed because my 30-minute ride turned
And you
into
got
45
in there and you were
minutes.
hauling ass.
I
in
also
there.
I went to the wrong building. I walked around that
Did
building.
they
Like I
retest
literally,
your blood
she was
pressure?
going to, and I was like, I don't want you to, because I'm still, well, because then she was like, I want to do an ultrasound. And I was like, what? Am I fucking broken? So I was like,
no.
I don't want to do this today.
No.
But like literally, I want to change I work out.
Your blood pressure is not just like you're not walking around at.
I'm probably like 138.
No.
But I
bet
want to
you're
do a new
not.
message that says I work out and then dash high blood pressure, dash
No,
cholesterol,
because
dash
no,
heart disease, because that
Fuck
scares
off.
me more than
Nope.
keeping up.
Nope.
I'd rather be scared and get skinny because I'm scared,
This
or
is
lose
what-
weight because
okay,
I'm scared.
Stop.
Don't be the boss of me.
Stop. What I'm getting at is, if you were the person, and a lot of you guys are going to
Well,
do
I was
this
also
too.
pissed off at GPS.
I know. A lot of you guys are going to do this too. Is you're going to see this 141 over 92.
It's
You're
bad.
like, I'm fucking.
That's bad.
And what does it do?
Gives you a stroke if your cholesterol is high.
On it.
I don't dwell on it.
So mine is sometimes it can be 140 over 85.
Babe, it was
90.
171. I've
You
never
would-
had it that high in my
Stop.
whole life.
Stop. You were hauling ass into that place.
Well, and there was 3 wrecks, and there was ambulances,
Your
and
fucking
idiots,
body's
and my
meant
car
to,
is so fucking
which
big now.
means you've got adrenaline running through. You've got all these other things that are happening, right?
Yes. But it also might be the wake up call that God's trying to give me to be like,
No,
bitch, you
no,
better
no,
slow
no,
your
no.
rolls.
You got to go like chill.
As
the
she drinks her
fuck out.
whiskey.
Because give you some whiskey. Now let's do your fucking.
But what did I say today when you bought me a pack of cigarettes? That, by the way, I didn't ask for. It was very sweet. That needs some more ice.
She's been smoking all mine. That's a problem. Let's pour a little water in there.
But what did I say?
No more smoke.
No more smokes.
Fine.
Because in my head, smoking is literally bad for your gums, for your heart, for your chest, for your blood pressure.
I've never said it's not.
No, I know, but I don't smoke because I need to smoke.
But
I smoke
don't
because I
think,
like to smoke.
Don't overreact, because overreaction of anything is going to stress you out more.
I don't work.
And then you're going to be
so
like,
that little bit of
oh,
stress.
fuck. And Beth goes, what happens if I fucking stroke out right after I fucking retire? I'm like, well, I'm rich.
No. It wasn't that. I didn't say stroke out.
I know.
But I was like, what if blah, 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 blah. Literally after I retire and I have 6 months to live. We're fucking blowing that money.
No, I've got to live off of it.
No, we're
Castro.
blowing my money.
I thought that's why I put all this money into
you got
shit.
your own.
So
You'll
that
have life insurance
you
after
have-
I'm gone.
Oh, we still have, I have more money? Is there more money once you die?
It's like another $250,000.
Okay, that's fine.
But if I like come back and they're like,
I'm never getting married to all you fucking hoes out there.
fucking hoes.
I got my
Bill
3
said I
dogs,
started a
my
new
cat.
gym. The scenery motivated me to go regularly.
That's fine, bro. Right? Dude, do your thing, man. Find what you need. Beth's doing amazing. You're crushing it at the gym.
I'm lifting so heavy.
You're lifting heavy weights.
Breaking fingers.
That was a momentary thing. Honestly, I swear to God.
But should your blood pressure really get that high?
Mine fucking, dude, I've had fucking blood pressure readings. We have a clinic at the office, right? So I have to go, sometimes I have to go through like 3 or 4 meetings, right? And I'm like, I'm going to fucking murder someone during the meeting, right? And then I've got to go to the clinic. And
Right.
it's just like a scheduled, like,
You shouldn't be
check.
allowed to go to the doctor during
And I
work.
talked
They
to
should be
the
weekends
dude,
only.
right? And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, your blood pressure is so fucking high. I was like, well, I just wanted to, like, in my mind, shake this motherfucker.
Like you work in a clinic, you see people,
right?
You
And I
like-
was like,
You get 30. They are a little stressed because they only get 15 minutes with you. They're supposed to do all their shit. in
but you
15
go,
minutes.
you know, when you're dealing with a high stress kind of a situation, it's just like traffic. Traffic in San Antonio is fucking retarded. Like it just,
Oh,
is.
it's horrible.
Everybody,
It's
and
I have
driving a brand new fucking car.
utility
They
vehicle
just
that
got
I'm
fucking
like.
hit before. Like there's all these.
Like
I understand.
I'm still figuring out the car, but like sometimes I'm in the middle of the lane. I'm like, am I on the lines? I know I'm not, but my car is so fucking big.
So what you need to do
And there's
is you just
18
need to
wheelers. I was like,
just go like this. Thumbs down, fuck you, and take a breath. Right? So they just leave me alone, and I'll be like, come back in like 10 minutes. And I just fuck around
I know,
with my
but that
phone.
point though, because then she wanted to do the ultra. I was like, I just want to go. I want to leave.
I understand.
It's already 5:15. Traffic on the way home was bad.
Who said I'm
I-
gonna die with a knife in my neck?
Here's what's weird. So when you work from home, you don't deal with traffic. So when you have to deal with traffic, it is like literally shock culture. You're like, how do these fucking people do this
How do
every
you survive?
day? No, every day without literally murdering someone. Because I understand. I told the girl that I go, it's going to be high. She goes, yeah. I go, 100% road rage in my head because you can't live it out in real life. But I was killing people on the way here. And she started laughing. She's like, I get it. I travel home at 6 o'clock.
Let's talk about a fun story.
Yes, sir. Please.
Sperm race.
Oh, this story. This story.
Sperm race.
I came across it and I was
It's
like,
actually a video.
this can't be real. Well, let me tell the story first. These
Sperm
old,
race. All you guys, and I'm talking to you, the dudes.
youngsters, because these are
Not us old
youngsters.
guys, because I think our swimmers are just like,
Slow.
but
They're
it's fine.
retired.
They still work. Because you've got dudes like fucking all the rich people out there that they still get their chicks. I think they just hold their
Oh, funny
legs in the air.
story. So I don't know if I told you this. So go back for a minute because we're
Right.
talking about sperm races. So I'm talking to my chick, right? And she's like, I'd like to do a full workup on you because at this age, I'm old. She's like, you, depending upon when you started menopause, you should be all the way through it. And I was like, what does that mean? She's like you should be all the way through it. And I was like, why am I having night sweats? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, so if I'm all the way through it, do I have to stay on birth control? And she said, no. That would be the only saving grace about menopause is that I can get off birth control. I don't have to get another arm implant.
I think my heart rate went up when you said that, quite honestly.
What?
Because I was like,
Menopause or pregnancy?
yeah. I was like, whoa. Can we do it for another 5 more years? Just
Because
in
you've
case?
never had to worry about it, you fuck.
I know. But I'm like, can we
I've
do it
asked
for
so many
another
times,
5
can you
years?
just get a vasectomy? Can you
No.
get a vasectomy?
Well, what happens if you die and I want to have a kid?
You're not. You already said you're not.
We decided together we're not.
No, you said you're not having babies at this age. It was your exact words you said to me.
But what if I want to impregnate someone?
I mean, bro, you do you. You
should I
think
just go get my dick cut off?
you-
No, not that's
they
not.
don't cut
that's
your
not the
dick off,
procedure.
you fool.
I kind of feel like it.
No, they just go snip. You go put pee bags on your nuts for
But
2
nonetheless,
days.
if you can't get pregnant,
I don't have to do anything and nor do you.
we're just fucking money.
I mean,
All right.
seriously.
So what else do we need to do?
I will find out the blood results probably by the end of the week, she said.
They're gonna be like, Greg is super.
I still
potent.
think
Do I
I'm
have to
going
get
through
tested?
menopause because otherwise I would not be having night sweats.
I have to go. I'll voluntarily.
Well,
go
she
jerk
asked, she was
off
like,
on
when did
something.
your mom go through menopause? I said, and I like did math. I go, I think like 50, 51. She goes, oh, you might still be going through menopause then because it's hereditary. And I was like, sweet.
Hey,
thanks,
runaway
Mom.
Slav. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
What? You have to say what he
I was
said.
on Lipitor for a long
What did he say?
time.
Read it.
Cholesterol is a myth. Lipitor was a money grab. So
Red yeast
what
rice.
it also does is it makes your fucking muscles hurt.
Listen, I tried to get you to take red yeast rice for years. Slav, red yeast rice. You can get it at Costco. You can get it on Amazon. It is an ancient Asian
Tyler, no, that's what I'm
treatment.
saying. When Beth dies, what if Greg wants to impregnate a 20-year-old hoe? Oh,
He's not going to date a 20-year-old because he'll want to fucking murder her. I am 7 years older than him, and sometimes I'm too immature for him.
it's true.
Not a lie. Okay, so sperm race.
Okay.
Learners
Sperm
talk
race.
trash before main
We've got a
event.
video.
Spill training secrets, pump up expectations. So here's the thing, you guys. Like, they are literally having two young men, Tristan from USC and Asher from UCLA, are preparing to do battle today
Swimmer.
at a live event at Hollywood Palladium. So many questions when I heard it was a live event. But I don't think the jack off is the live event.
Yeah,
It's
they're
the
not jacking
sperm.
off and like
It's the sperm and how it's racing.
it's not the ejaculation.
So they did a TMZ interviewed them on Thursday,
Put your
and this
headphones
is
in,
what
we'll watch.
this is the interview.
Yep, put your headphones
I am.
on.
Go ahead. I watched it 5 times already. So
There are thousands and thousands of people
cute
who
kids, by the way.
were eligible to be the competitors here. Why'd they choose you guys?
You know, I think we're both really good candidates. We're able to, you know, lock in under pressure. And I think both of our missions are to be the healthiest we can possibly be. So
Goddamn
on
right,
top of being
USC.
the most healthy we can be, we also want to be the first professional sperm racers. And we
Lots
were the
of pineapple
ones that
in
can
that
take it to
kid.
that level that it needs to be.
That's
Yeah,
from
they
London, by
had
the
like
way.
kind of a scouting process. It was actually this
Super
guy
cute
who
kid.
was the chairman of the sperm race league.
UCLA.
But essentially, they would
versus
come around. They
USC.
would get
USC.
notes from people on who takes health seriously, like who actually cares, who's been already doing it. Because your sperm for 70 days is made. So we needed people who are already healthy because this is the last second event.
How do you guys prepare for this? So I know we spoke to the organizers
70
who said
days.
that a lot of this has to do with biomarkers, and that there are certain things that you can do to be healthier when it comes to fertility. So I'd imagine that's been part of your regimen, guys?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that you can really fix your own fertility. You can, of course, it's a lot up to genetics. That's the main component. But you can fix your diet, you can fix your lifestyle. And so what we've been doing, we tested our biomarkers, we got blood work done, and we can see what we're deficient in. And so
Falling
I was
over.
deficient in vitamin D, some B12, and I can see that like my testosterone is way higher than Asher's. So I know I'm just going to win the race.
You got to rewind it.
I
If
can
you didn't
see
watch the
everything
video,
that
Greg.
I can, be
hear
better
it?
in. So I'm optimizing my diet. I'm taking
Testosterone's
the
way
right
higher.
supplements. Working out every day. It's also recommended to be sexually active. There's like a window from 3 to 5 days that is optimal for sperm production. So we're taking everything very seriously. We're looking at this as being in, like getting the LeBron treatment
You have
for
to listen
sperm
to the
racing.
next guy.
Well, so
You
while
have
it's
to
true his
listen.
testosterone was, while we got the blood work done, temporarily higher, it might be because of the circumstances recently where we've been involved with the
Stop it.
sperm race. And, I've not been sleeping well prior to this race. In the past week or two, I have been sleeping well. I've been eating well. But for me, really nothing much in my life changed because I have been living this lifestyle for about 6 years. This is basically the greatest event, sport. This is
my
let's
favorite
thrash
part.
genetics. It doesn't matter how tall you are. Doesn't matter how muscular you are from birth. This just purely is based on your diet, based on your lifestyle, based on what you're doing for yourself, right? So I think the bragging rights are bigger than any sort of basketball or football or any other giant sport competition.
Goddamn
'cause
right.
This involves all of it.
genetics.
We hear this a lot with like boxers, where they say that it's better to not
Wombs
have sex for a certain period before the fight.
No, Bill, this is real.
The same true for this competition?
They're gonna
So
jerk off. And
I'm
they're
assuming
gonna
both
race some
participate in
sperm.
abstinence for the window is like 2 to 7 days. That's kind of the good window there. So yeah, that we're
Abstaining.
solo
right now.
dolo.
Listen, Asher
Abstaining
and
from what?
Tristan, may the
Sex.
best sperm win.
2 to 7
jerking
days
off.
before
The
the,
best
the
thing
race.
to
Sex
win.
jerk.
No,
The
they're saying
Trojans versus UCLA.
there's no
It's just the Trojans
population.
versus.
So here's funny. So give me this because I got some pics. It's really
All
funny.
right, you
Because these
got- are
boys
they
weigh
dick
about
pics?
$1.05.
Or
What?
I didn't know
No.
you had dick pics. We
So-
can't put those on the internet.
Okay, so Here are
Just
the-
said that dick's on that dude's dick is on his neck.
Which dudes?
I don't know. One of the dudes.
Okay, so here's a picture of them. Like they almost made it like a UFC fight. It's hilarious.
All right. Oh, you got it?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
They're both so skinny.
They're just fit, but they're also like 22 or 21 or something like that.
And
right?
then there is a picture of
You see-
obviously sperm
That's awesome.
impregnating an egg.
Oh yeah.
And then this is kind of a diagram of what the race will look like. And apparently, Bill, I thought this had to be fake too, but then I kept reading. They're expecting over 1,000 people today at this event.
So they're jerk off.
They jerk off, they put it in their containers,
And
they
then
take
they
the
race it
containers
over.
and they race it over while it's still fresh and alive.
And then
And they
they
see who gets to the egg first.
like from this to this, and which one gets in
Well, they do them separately.
and inseminated. So
But
they
they do it
create
separately.
life.
Like, well, they're stimulating. Like, it's not gonna go.
Simulating.
They're simulating. It's not gonna go in somebody to get pregnant. It's infiltrating an egg. Infiltrating
a
in
fake egg.
yes.
Okay, I hope it's a fake egg because if they infiltrate
Well, but
a real egg, then it actually just created life, and then you're gonna have all the Christians out there pissed off.
But anyway, so it does talk about like the final race. The Friday's race is expected over 1,000 people. There will be a synchronized start before Tristan and
I was gonna
Asher.
say synchronized swimmers.
Yes, synchronized start before Tristan and Asher's sperm race through a track,
What are their
mimicking
names
the
again?
female reproductive
What are their
system,
names
complete
again?
with chemical cues and fluid dynamics.
Tristan and Azure.
Asher. Tristan and Asher. I
These
think
are the-
Asher is the white guy.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Hold on. Does
I
it say?
hate. All,
Yeah, Tristan Asher.
You know
is
what?
the white guy.
I actually
That's a perfect name for him though, because he looks
for
like
both
an
of them,
Asher.
Tristan and Asher.
No, yeah. Well, Tristan's kind of a
No,
really.
I hate their parents who are
Tristan
our
is a
age.
really like.
We're like, oh no, Tristan and Trevor and
I feel like
Tryon.
Tristan came from a
and
mixed family,
Braylon
so that's
and
why his name is Tristan because he is
Bryson and
black, but he's also white. So his
Braden.
mom was like, "Let's meet in the middle and go with Tristan." And then Asher's
His
parents
dad
were
was
like,
white as fuck. No, his mom was.
Asher was
white.
like, "Our baby is Irish. We're just gonna name him Asher." They were both cute kids, and they were.
I'm
good
not
sports
saying
of
they
this.
weren't.
They were
and-
good sports of this.
Are you,
And,
did you watch it? Has it already happened?
No,
What-
it happened
what's the
today.
di-
I don't know.
You need to get a follow up. So on Wednesday we'll get a follow up.
You know what? I'll let
Does
you
the
do
black
that.
guy win or does the white guy win? Let's make this fucking racial.
I mean, but is he really a black guy?
I mean, they look kind of black. I don't know. I don't know the rules. Let's get into some fucking feel goods.
Mine's kind of boring
Why?
because I didn't see that we
We got
rate
so many
dogs.
other stories out here,
We
dude.
do, dude.
But
I've
we'll
got an
save 'em for
alligator
next
story
week.
I've been saving. I got a Bigfoot story I've
Feel
been
goods.
saving.
What's your feel good, Castro?
So it's fun making a difference. Legions of Amish come to help rebuild NC Town.
Okay.
So for the towns along Hurricane Helene's path of destruction through North Carolina, rebuilding homes, stores, and stores takes time. But thanks to an army of volunteers, rebuilding sense of community in towns like Chimney Rock and Bat Cave, so this is where this is predominantly focusing,
It's
has been
outside of
done at
Barron,
light
isn't
speed.
Mhm.
Chimney Rock Village was destroyed by flooding, but every day the town's residency supplies, people, and building materials come in from all over the country and know the fight is bright or the future is bright. So this local news affiliate says every store on Chimney Rock, once historic Main Street that's being rebuilt, is done with donated materials, and the people putting it together, more often than not, come from a legion of Pennsylvania Amish volunteers from the Great Need Trust. I hate how this article moves. Sorry. Volunteers from the Great Need Trust. We come out of here every morning, work mostly in Chimney Rock and in Bat Cave.
Who are doing the work? Did it
The
say?
Amish.
The Amish people.
Yes, the Great Needs Trust.
Real quick, the Amish people,
Well, they
they
are phenomenal.
they are
like,
amazing. And they came out, and I remember a couple months ago, they came out to those areas, like the.
Well, they're
really-
still coming out every day.
I know, but they can build a house
In a
just
day.
a small.
Yep.
But I mean, they can
Well,
build
and
like,
that's some of
they can
what
build
they're
like
doing.
10 small cabins.
And that's what
in a
they.
day.
That's some of what they've been doing. It's not.
And
as,
it's
so
Fucking
we
absolutely
come out here
amazing.
every morning, working mostly in Chimney Rock and Bat Cave.
Mhm.
What? Amos. Stop bouncing. Hold on. Amos Stoltzoff.
Okay.
One such volunteer told the company, he said, "We've been cleaning the campground, also insulating new buildings and organizing donated products, paper and supplies, and drywall. In their frock and bonnets," so the women are involved as well. The women screw panels of drywall into skeletal timbers as deftly and surely as a man in their own straw hats. The famous carpentry expertise of the Amish will do the old town
It's
well,
amazing.
and maybe even help bring back some of the rustic, because there was a lot of historic buildings that were lost. Like a lot of history was lost. So they're hoping that maybe as they rebuild, they can make some of that come back. I mean, it won't be historic, but it'll
They
at
do
least
the
look.
old style of building and stuff like
Says
that.
it just fills my heart with joy watching people get their life back. That gentleman said. He
Is there a
said,
video or anything?
no, someday there's
Pictures?
a video. There's one picture.
Okay.
Someday, somebody that was completely devastated through the storm, somebody who didn't have anything. It's just so encouraging to see them get back on their feet.
So that goes back to
So they have about
I think at the
2,000.
very beginning of the podcast, right? Somebody was like, "Yeah, we were talking about the
Yes.
Helene stuff, right?" That and Will, or you? I don't know if you're still on here, buddy, but
Will?
Will Cree,
He wasn't
Will
on here.
Cray.
No,
I
he wasn't
thought
on
he
here.
was.
No,
I
it was
could've sworn. Anyway, nonetheless, you go back.
They
to
did say something about the
amount
Amish,
of
yeah.
work that they've done, and yeah, show us the picture.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on, but
I'll pick
still, so he says he loves helping people get their life back again. It's so encouraging to see them get back on their feet. Another woman who is just another volunteer said, it's really great being here and working. It is definitely something I would love to come back for. Like, how is it in a couple of years? Like, she would just like to see
The progression.
and how this community gets back on its feet. But
You want to hear something interesting on
Yes,
top
please.
of that? So, from an insurance standpoint,
yes,
we have people that fly planes over these areas on a regular basis because we need to know we've paid out these claims. What is happening with this? And people, some areas are like, is it done yet? Like
this is an overnight thing.
no, and that's like, Janet. You remember Janet?
Yeah.
Fisher. I am a diehard, like, get fucked member positive person. Like, you're never gonna.
Bring me down.
No, I'm always gonna be on the member side of everything.
Oh, okay. from
We've
that
we've
perspective.
gone through wildfires
Yeah,
and all that,
Yeah.
and where somebody goes, "Why haven't they fixed it yet?" kind of situation. I'm like,
Because there isn't just one.
"Hey, dickhead!
There isn't just one.
Like, I've been doing this for 20 fucking
she
plus
didn't
years."
say that, did she?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. She's on
I was
my
like, wait,
side.
she's even been
But-
there longer than you have.
No, but she's on my side, but I've got a bigger voice.
Well, you're a dick to begin with.
Yeah,
So
and I'm a director, so I'm like, you know what? I'll take the risk,
the hit.
the hit. And you go like, the problem with a lot of these areas, unfortunately,
Is the ruralness.
It's the rural. It's like you can't get supplies
Well,
to these areas.
I think that is, yes,
You
definitely a
just can't-
factor.
There's no
I think
road.
that's definitely a factor. I think the downplay that the media has not allowed to happen, like what
And
they're
the
getting,
Biden fucking
administration, yeah.
fuck them for
I think
6
that
months.
it's amazing. So the picture, I want to show the
I
picture.
will not stand by it. Like, I idly will not allow, like, I'll let people fly image, like, go fly it. But if you think that I'm going to let you use that imagery to take some sort of negative action
Well,
on somebody,
that's not what that's for.
I
That is
understand.
for
But
establishing a
so some people,
set line.
but some companies, not ours, some companies are like,
There's
hey,
a lot
we
of
can get off
dirtbags.
that policy.
There's a lot of dirtbags. All right,
Yep.
so open up
There it
because
is.
this is
Oh, shit.
this is an
You're
example.
flickering. Hang on a second. Fix. There you go. It's it. There you go.
This is an example of like how many people are working on one
Fucking,
building.
I love Amish people. Bro.
They are hardworking.
I follow this random chick on.
They are hardworking. Let me try. Wow, I've had
Hardworking
2 glasses
people.
of whiskey, and
I
I
follow
can't
this
say
random chick.
they
that
are a
they
hardworking group
built
of people
her barn and her house,
in a day.
and like, but no,
A
like,
week?
like 6 weeks.
What would have taken like 4 or 5 months.
and months and months, and they just had. She's in Pennsylvania.
I
love fucking.
And I love that the women are as capable. You know me. I'm a huge like
So it is the feminine and the masculine way, but the women can do a lot of the things. But the men can do a lot.
The women who are big like me should be able to do that stuff. The
but
women
the dudes
that
are the ones that are
like
just lifting
our neighbor,
walls.
like our neighbor should be like, let me get you.
But
some
we
food.
understand. They understand the separation of
They
it.
understand their talents.
Right.
It has nothing to do with separation of sexes. It's talent.
Women feed dudes, make sure strong.
Not all women.
Not all. But you get what I'm saying? That's their culture.
But I just like because
I love that. There's nothing wrong with
Here's
that.
what made me feel good about this.
And I'm not
we
saying that to
haven't
be-
seen. No, hold on. You're fine. We haven't seen a good update in a while about like how they're rebuilding.
And I hope what's coming out will be a good one.
Well, and you know what I think would be awesome if he goes back in like another 5 months and redoes what he
Who's
did with Tansy.
You want to go in? We're going to go in June. Let's go there.
Are we
in
going to
June.
Mexico or are we going to North
Let's go to fucking
Carolina?
North
I
Carolina.
told you have to
We've
pick
been
one.
we've been talking to Eric. Let's go do a we'll bring a bunch of cameras and fucking
Well, I mean, I just don't want that. I need some beach.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We got a beach coming. That's fine.
I need some beach. If I'm going on fucking vacation, there's at least 2 days of beach, bitch.
Well, you're gonna have
period.
to talk. We'll talk to Tam.
And then I also want to go into the woods in the mountains with the
He
house
lives
that
in
we
the
can
woods.
rent. No, the other place we can rent. I would like to do that.
Okay.
We can do 3 or 4 days.
We can take 2 weeks. I don't give a fuck.
Bitch, I can take whatever time I want.
That's what I'm worried about.
Bam. I mean, it'd be great to see that, but that's why I said choice: Mexico, North Carolina. That was my text to you.
Go to North Carolina.
You make up
We'll
your
do a
fucking
little
mind.
homework. We'll do a little research.
Make up
You
your
know what
mind.
you can do? You can go out and you can support the bar is open. You can buy one of them hats. Message me. Go out and like and subscribe to the bar is open.
Wow, these people are putting some serious paragraphs in here.
Bar is open. We'll get back to you go read those. Go out to the bar is open out on Instagram. Message just DM me on the Instagram there if you want a hat, and you send me a note on through and you've liked and subscribed out there. I'll send you one for like $20. Right? Pretty simple.
Bill said,
Zelle, Venmo, whatever.
Next on
I'm
TMZ.
trying to keep it out of the whole fucking.
no, sell it, bitch.
No, $20.
This is my income now.
That's not your income. $20.
That was funny though.
If you're,
This
if
is my
you're like,
income now.
if you're like, oh, $3 is gonna make a big difference. No, fuck
I
off.
mean, times 16.
A whole 16. We've literally got Bill's the one. We have sold quite a few. So.
Billy, these hats, I fucking love them.
Yeah,
I don't know
I've
if I
got one
told
on
you
right
enough.
So go
but
out to Instagram.
Bill said next on Team
Follow
Z,
him.
Becky and Vanessa are competing to whose eggs
$20.
sheds their uterus walls the fastest. That's gross. Ew.
You send me that. You can do Venmo. Can you stop talking for a second?
No.
Venmo, whatever. Just fucking message me. We'll figure it out.
He said,
Also, lastly, why am I getting all pinged everywhere?
I know. Can you give me a second? Because it's part of my story.
Okay,
So Bill said, my home turf, Beth, the people out there are doing such great work for each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
And MC, the Amish chicks were slinging sheetrock.
You talked about that earlier.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier. So $25.
And Bill
$5
said,
is
used to
great.
ride motorcycles at Chimney Rock Road. It would be really tough to get large construction supplies and equipment up that. So how do these Amish people get up there? They're horse and buggies?
No, they drive vehicles nowadays.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
It's against the law.
No, they drive vehicles and they use vehicles because the idea behind what they do in their local communities, maybe they do that.
Well, and then Marine Blood said, I need a little guidance. He said, the question is, what's your excuse?
Of what?
I don't know. So the question is, what's
let me
your
go
excuse?
Back. I'm going back into the comments here real quick.
Don't want to hear about illegals build our homes. No, I'm there with you when there's
Okay,
Amish.
so there we go. So there's a beach in Jacksonville. No, I agree. Life's a beach. Tyler said we got
Jacob,
shitty
that's
beaches.
a cute thought.
You know
but
what?
Unless
Texas
there's sand.
Texas has this one. It's one thing I love about the Texas beach.
Which
it's
one?
The longest barrier island
Fucking, I'm not a fan
in
of
the.
Texas
No, it's
beaches.
totally fine.
After you took me to California, you fucked it all for me.
No, there's one thing about Texas beaches. I'm not a
And the
fan.
Caribbean, holy fuck.
It's the barrier island that we can drive down. There's no longer no further beach that you're legally allowed to drive down in the fucking world than Padre,
Tyler said they have shitty
Padre
beaches, but you have
Island
beautiful
National
lands.
Seashore. You can drive 60 plus miles on the beach, and it is fucking baja.
He
fun.
sent you his Addy, Greg.
Thank you. I got my fucking brand new Tundra, and I bombed that shit, and then I got back, and I was like, probably shouldn't have done that because there's so much sand in my.
Well, you got to watch.
brain.
You got the under.
It's in everything. It still shows up.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're dramatic.
Nonetheless.
But yes.
Beaches
So Tyler
are-
said we got shitty beaches, and then Fox
you're up in
said
the-
you're in the wrong CA, Tyler. So yeah, I still
right, so
I
we
would
got-
love though, Tyler. Where in Canada should we go? Because I need to go eventually, at least
BC.
once.
I think it's the only place.
Where's he at? Let's go where he's at.
I think it's in BC. Let's go to your
Let's go
house.
see him.
Let's just go to your fucking house.
I'm not gonna stay there. We're gonna have a hotel.
Yeah, we'll get a hotel. Just fucking. I've got your. Resend me your address if you already did.
Runaway
Let's go to your
said
house. Let's go get some
RIP,
beers. We'll do a
the
podcast
Galveston I
from
grew
there.
up with. Sunny Allen.
Fuck around
and
said you're in the
Bolivar.
wrong.
Wait, hold
See,
on. Runaway said, "Rest in peace, Galveston. I grew up with
Yeah, that place is
Sunny
dumpster
Island
fire.
and Bolivar only left for me now. Is that
I don't know what that is.
well? Galveston's still fucking strong as fuck.
Galveston's ghetto. Tyler said 25. The 5 is degrees. No, just $20, bro. Like just $20. I don't need shit.
Wait, what?
$20. You want one of these fucking hats?
Why?
And send me $20. I don't need the extra
I
5.
thought I have
We're
no idea
fine.
what's going on.
We're
It's fine.
fucking- all right.
I'm drunk.
The
so
Amish
let's keep
have
going.
apparently built 100 plus tiny homes.
Yes.
Fuck it. That's what I was getting at. That's what I. And then the North
There's
Carolina
Amish
people.
mafia. I have heard
tried to-
that. Runaway.
So the North Carolina fucking people
Empty
and
nice.
people tried to come in and say they can't live there. Like, you fucking retarded that you want them living in tents. And then instantly Trump came in and said, "Get fucked."
Yes, right
We'd
off.
rather them living in like a super nice.
I have heard though.
I would
Slav
rather live in a
said-
super nice tough shed. My neighbor's
Yeah.
got a tough shed.
I would love to live in anything with AC if I'm in North Carolina.
Like, he could literally.
I will pee in the woods. I might
Yeah.
not poop in the woods, but if you give me AC where I lay my head down at night, I'm good.
Jessica said Hawaiian beaches ruined California beaches for me. I
bet.
see
Yeah.
that.
So, but
I love me some California beaches.
we haven't been to Hawaii,
Dude,
so we don't know.
I
So,
haven't-
but we haven't been to California in like 10 years.
but I know California beaches.
You know, here's the sad thing. I don't even want to go to California beaches. I want to go to California vineyard. I want to go.
That's where fucking Jess lives.
Well, no, she's,
She's up
above
she's up north.
Sacramento.
Yeah, but that's right
But it's-
over.
I don't think it's that far north.
Sacramento's right over here. You got San Francisco over here. Remember, I met you in San
No,
Francisco.
there's like there's
And go to Sonoma. Yeah,
hold on, there's a whole, and I can't think of it, but there's a whole place. But
No.
wait, hold on.
we can just fly out, stay at Jess's little travel trailer.
Amish Mafia. You've heard of that, yeah? Like there's
Yeah, of
an
course.
Amish
There
Mafia.
was a TV show about it.
Is it really like Mafia?
I don't think so. Like, I think they're a bunch of bitches.
Marine said I was talking about the amount of work the Amish do. Yes, they are.
No, they're amazing. They're fucking amazing.
They're like the Bionic Man. The Bionic.
I mean, I
the
wouldn't go that far.
fucking sounded like a Mexican when I said that. The
The
Bionic.
Bionic.
The Bionic. That's
All
how
right,
I say
we need to shut
Beyonce.
this shit down. Are you good?
I'm fucking starving. Yes.
Are you good, honey? We
Of
love
course.
you guys.
I had 2
Thank
glasses
you
of whiskey.
so
Of course
much.
I'm good.
Hey, real quick, go out and follow Beth's Naughty Reads. She dropped her
Listen, be easy.
first real. No, fuck it.
Be easy on
Her-
me.
That's fine. Her first real episode, which was only
My
it's
second
about
one was
9
better
minutes.
than my first one.
Yeah. First time,
But
it
they'll
was
only
9
get
minutes.
better.
Because how long do you want a book review? She's got ideas. I've got ideas. We're gonna switch that shit up. You can do that. You can also go out and like, subscribe to Balding the Big Guy, the Castro Files. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 channels at this point. I don't know.
You
how
like
many-
my new glasses?
Yes. Oh, I do. Your Gucci's or
Yes.
Guess glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, I love them.
These are my new faves. Like these are replacing the old beat up ones.
Yeah, and I like your new clothes. I think.
I mean, I'm gonna write them all off. Biot. No, I'm not really
Okay,
because
nah.
these people.
Whatever. You guys have a great
Napa
weekend.
Sonoma. Yes. MC. You're right. Right. That's what it is.
Yep. And Jess, we'll be in touch when Beth. We haven't been out to California in forever, so I think it's our turn to come to your house. With that, we love you
We're
guys.
tired. We'll
Thank you
travel.
so much. Tyler, we'll be in touch. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys. Love you. Be safe.
See ya.
Welcome to the Bars Open with Beth and Greg.